Hello and good day to all you otaku people out there. It is I, Verino Alala, the chosen one. And of course, I'm not alone. I have my sidekick here with me, the warrior from Banana Land.
You think Lola would be the sidekick while the warrior would be the main character. But well, that's what we have.
I could never be a sidekick, please.
Of course, that's what all sidekicks probably said at some point.
Is it?
All right, back to recording. Lola, please carry on.
What was I saying?
You were introducing me.
I already introduced you. My sidekick, the warrior from Banana Land.
And of course, our dog, Crypto.
Her name is Nami.
No serious superhero will name their dog Nami, just saying. No serious individual.
Why would I want to be a serious individual?
Why would you name your dog Nami?
Because she was giving Nami vibes. You wouldn't get it.
How would the dog give Nami? Does she have big boobs?
Yes, actually.
She doesn't even have boobs.
She does.
She hasn't given birth.
She has.
Are they hanging? I've not seen any boobies on that dog.
They're right there. Should I bring her out so you can check?
Nah, that dog hates me.
And again, why are you so focused on dog boobs? That's creepy.
I was just asking a question, please, as an inquisitive individual.
About dog boobs. This is so going on the podcast.
I don't know. I feel like as the owner of the dog, you should be concerned about your dog's boobies too.
Yeah, I do show concern. I just don't talk about it.
I don't know. How would you know if you don't talk about it, if you don't ask?
Because I have eyes, I can see the boobs, and I know that they're fine.
Every time I just okay, that's enough. Please, moving on from this awkward subject.
Yes, let's move on to something a little less awkward. Murder.
Okay. Do you have any particular murder scene or case in mind?
No. No, just think about it. Like, if you want to kill someone, do you think about doing it yourself, or do you hire people to do it?
Well, you know what they say: if you want something done, well, do it yourself.
Yeah, but I don't want to get stained with blood and all that.
Yeah, of course, that's the most or the highest of your concerns, getting stained with blood. It's not like there's going to be police or other people.
I'm sorry, but you don't go out to kill someone without coming up with an escape plan or a way to escape getting caught.
How does that work out for the many people in prison?
They chose to be in prison. It's not my fault they suck at murder.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't know how to do murder well, you might as well hire someone to do it. They're experts for that shit,
AKA assassins.
I know that's such a roundabout way to get to the topic, but
yeah, that's such a what do you mean roundabout way? That's such a cool segue. Please compliment my segues. I did one last week too.
Sure. Except I can't remember the things you do.
I can't remember the one I did either, but I know that I did one last week. So thank you very much, guys. And thank you too, Emmanuel. I could feel you clapping for me right there in your chair right now.
Emmanuel.
Speaking of assassins.
That's it. Assassins don't really talk much, so that's why there was that gap right there.
I think that would be ninja. I feel like assassins would talk.
Yeah, but ninjas are like Japanese assassins, though.
Yeah, speaking of Japanese assassins, though.
There's that gap again.
All right, well, now for real, speaking of Japanese assassins, there is the game about assassins produced by that company.
Yeah, you gamers know that shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you are a real gamer, I don't know if I should say if you're a real gamer, because who am I to even decide who a real gamer is?
He doesn't game much. He's more of a nerd.
I don't know. That would technically mean I game much.
No. Gamers are more like geeks than nerds. Nerds are more serious, like into computer shit and serious stuff like jobs and studies.
Wow.
But geeks are the freaks.
I don't even know who came up with this definition or whatever. But I do game every once in a while. I know that Ubisoft has already fallen in a lot of people's hands with their CEO and their people coming out to say random BS like some time in the future you won't own the games you bought with your money, like they are clearing games from their servers or some kind of stuff like that. Imagine you pay and you download a game to your PS5 now, for instance, and then they come like 10 years later and they're like, all right, we're deleting this game. So
but why would you want to play a game from 10 years ago anyway?
Why wouldn't you want to play a game from 10 years ago?
I wouldn't. Oh wait, I do want to play old games. Old shit like Contra, Sonic, and Mario and shit.
Imagine someone coming to say, okay, the Contra you bought on your, I don't know.
Sega.
What was Contra on? No, my mind wasn't going to Sega. I was going Game Boy, but I can't really remember. Please correct us. I was very
It
young
was
that
on
time.
Sega.
Are you serious? I feel like it was on multiple platforms.
Yeah, but I played it on Sega though. So
Was it on Nintendo? But moving on, imagine you bought you bought a Sega console. Then your Sega console is still okay. I still have a PS3 from 2011. So
PS3 is not that old. A lot of people still have PS3s in their house.
okay, as I was saying, so imagine now you have your Sega console or your PS3, and then you had this game you paid for and you downloaded, and it is still there, and they're like the company that owns the game is like, all right, you won't be able to play this game again, even though you paid for it with your money. You know how you can buy a disc, Lola, and then you can keep the disc until
Forever.
yeah, forever. You own the game forever, and then they're like, it's not a disc, so no.
You get to lose rights to it.
Yeah, it's such a dumb thing, and I don't know. That's Ubisoft has already fallen out with me on that one.
But
already.
did they announce that officially that this is what they're going to be
They
doing?
hinted at it.
But hinting is different from an announcement.
It's not
though.
announced. I wouldn't say.
I feel like they wanted to see how people would receive the news
Exactly,
first before they decide. So since it's not well received, I doubt they'll go on with it.
I doubt they would not go on with it because it was not like an official announcement, but it was something that someone high up in the company mentioned. And it's such a stupid thing. And this is why whenever I want to pirate, I close my eyes and give thanks to God for the gift of piracy.
I'm sorry, but like we do not condone piracy. This is not in support with our organization's values. So
all right, take that back. But this is why I understand when people pirate things, because imagine you want to play, say, or you want to watch Batman the animated series, like what happened with HBO Max, even with Ben 10. I think it was on some platforms and then they cleared them from these platforms, meaning that just imagine that, say, I think it was Ben 10 or it was the Batman animated series, and I think one other streaming platform picked it up. Imagine they cleared it and they're like, all right, we're not going to be holding these episodes anymore because it's costing us and blah 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 blah. And then the writers and the creators and the animators, all their work. Imagine if there was no piracy, and then that's Batman the animated series was cleared, like deleted,
like gone forever.
That means nobody. Like, it's like, okay, it has ended. Like nobody is going to. I haven't finished watching Batman the animated series, and I want to watch it. So there will be no way I would be watching it if not for piracy. But that's not to say I pirate or anything. Please, I'm innocent. Just like you. But yeah, back to Ubisoft though. So I have my issues with them on that one already. But then I think, yeah, last week they dropped a teaser for the Assassin's Creed Shadows game. And if you've played any Assassin's Creed, you've always like speculated, you've seen videos or seen speculations about, okay, where's the next one going to be? Where's the next one going to be and all that. And this time it's going to be in, drumroll please.
Our favorite place in the world for now.
What do you mean for now? Sound like either Nigeria is going to get better or that place is going to get worse. And we all know.
Honestly, the chances of Nigeria getting better are like 0. So we know.
No, please, we believe in the country and yeah, insert motivational.
You believe in
here.
the country? Wow, that's something I never thought I'd hear from you, but sure, great.
Yeah, not me. I mean, OtakuTv as a community. Well, yeah, so it's going to be in Japan this time, and
the home of anime.
Yeah, and you would think that would be incredibly good news for every single
because
person.
They have like their own set of assassins, which would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, Japan is such a cool place, and anime and everything, and it's just such a wonderful idea, and I feel like, yeah. It's something I had thought about and imagined since before. I feel like it took them long enough because I feel like they should have gotten here sooner.
Exactly,
and because you feel everybody will be happy.
And Japanese assassins are really cool. They even have their own special name and outfits and skills.
Yeah, they do have skills. Oh, did you say skills or skills?
I mean skills.
Skills, and I was like, what? Sorry.
Obviously, and there's even an anime like literally just about them, even though it's called Naruto. I mean, it was been called ninjas.
Oh, God. Well, that's one problem though, because this Assassin's Creed game is not. Well, it's kind of about ninjas, but also kind of about le samurai. Le samurai. That is French for samurai.
Why would you say samurai in French? What has France got to do with anything we're
I
talking
don't know.
about?
It's very nice to speak in the French accent. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm taking Duolingo lessons. And so French pops out every once in a while.
That's not French. That's just you doing the French accent. You see, if you were speaking
Have you
actual
watched the
French,
episode of?
it would make more
Have you
sense.
watched the episode of? I think it's Harry Danger, where they were like, French is not a like French is just French people speaking English with French accent.
It's not a real
That's what it
language.
just- yeah, that's what it
I
just
mean,
meant.
that's what happened. If you watch Pink Panther, which was supposed to be set in France, it made no sense to me that they were not speaking French. They were just speaking
Yeah,
English
in
in
a
a French
French
accent. But like, you're in freaking France. Why are you not speaking French?
Oh god. Well, yeah. Moving back to Japan, please.
Yeah, I don't know why we went to France. Like,
Yeah. Anywho, you would think this is a good thing for the gaming community, but there's been a lot of backlash, plenty backlash.
which I hear is deserved.
Well, I don't know. Is it really deserved? The whole community is torn because it's like two things on two different hands, and it's like two different perspectives. So the the game, the Assassin's Creed Shadows, has two protagonists. One Naoe. I'm sorry, I'm Nigerian, and it's a Japanese name. Don't kill me. Naoe and Yasuke.
But
who
is
we all
Nawe
know.
actually a ninja?
I think she might be a ninja.
Might be a ninja?
From the way she looks different from.
Oh, it's a
Yasuke.
girl.
Yeah,
Okay, now I'm interested.
yeah, and I mean,
Yay, feminism. Women can do everything, including kill.
well, I mean that we didn't need feminism to do that to prove
I'm
that
just
before.
saying, we just need to know that women are allowed to do these things too. You know, male-dominated jobs.
I don't think males are now allowed to kill. I don't think males are allowed to kill because.
But it is a male-dominated profession, and I like that more women are
What do you
getting
mean
into
profession?
it these days. So you know, I'm sorry, but if you go on the dark web to find an assassin, you mostly see guys.
Well, I don't know.
But
I
these
feel like
days,
it's
there's a
not
lot of
because-
female assassins, and I'm proud of us for breaking in through that scene because we've worked so hard.
I don't think anybody would say.
We've come so far.
Sorry.
I know, right? Rude.
All right, we've come so far. Kini. Well, yeah, Naoe is a ninja. Glory to God, and she is a woman.
And like,
Also, glory to God, and that's a good thing because I mean, I feel like there have been female assassins in the Assassin's Creed games, yeah, but I think this is going to be different because she's going to be more front and center. But then the whole that's there, but like the whole how should I say, the whole narrative, the whole reception is soured, not because of Naui, but because of our G Yasuke
yeah, the black guy.
from that Yasuke anime, which I don't think I've ever mentioned it, but did you ever watch that Yasuke anime?
No,
Say
why
the
would I
name
watch
was
an anime
Yasuke.
about a black guy?
What? Well, that's racist. Take that back, please. I think I'm offended.
I'm sorry, but like, it's cool when they're black characters in anime when it makes sense. But I'm not gonna watch an anime about a black guy.
Why?
I don't know. I don't want to.
That there's no valid reason. I'm
There's no
sorry.
valid reason. That's just that I don't want to.
This is just racist. And
How could I be racist and black?
yeah, that's a full excuse. But I don't know. I did not like that anime. I didn't finish it.
And-
Couldn't finish it. I don't think anybody. I don't like people that finished it were like what 5 because that anime was straight up shite, straight up dumpster trash, like belonging in the bottom of that dustbin. That is what the anime was because it just went. It started pretty okay and grounded, and the next thing I see, what are these robots? Are they using magic? Is this technology? What the hell is going on in this anime?
They're robots in Yasuke.
Yeah, technically. That's easy. I was confused and I stopped there because I was like, nah, I can't do this anymore. This anime is just rubbish. No offense to them, to the producers or anything, but I think they just hinged it on the anime being about the Black Samurai, and it was a very interesting
Concept?
yeah, it was a very interesting concept because of, well, first of all, it was actually kind of historically rooted. I don't know if that is the correct way to word that sentence, but
Yeah, I feel like if you're going to make a game about a Japanese character, if you're not going to create a fictional character from scratch and you want to use an actual historical figure that existed, there's so many Japanese figures to pick from. Why do you pick the single one that nobody actually knows anything about? Yeah, people know that there was this black guy who existed, Yasuke, but there's not really much background around him as a character. So why choose him?
that is a fair point. Omolola.
There's so many people.
That is actually a fair point because the main talking points about Yasuke, I mean, there are other things I feel like he has done. First of all, do you know the interesting thing about Yasuke? It's because if you check Wikipedia on the actual historical character, another thing, Assassin's Creed actually tries to work with actual characters that existed.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many to pick from.
That is what presents the bigger problems. Like, okay, there are so many Japanese people in 16th century that would have had pretty interesting stories, you know.
Nobunaga Oda, that's my favorite.
Yeah, he was killed.
I know that. Can you stop saying the sad ending?
Just pointing that out.
Everybody was killed, please. It was the 16th century. Everyone was dying.
Technically, of not natural causes. Well, yeah, I don't know. I feel like, wow, I don't know what they are doing. I don't know if they know what they are doing.
No, they know what they're doing. They want the controversy because, like, how are you going to set something in Japan and then you pick the single not Japanese person from Japanese history and be like, yeah,
and you know, according to Wikipedia,
that's who
like,
we're gonna
there's
pick.
no certainty that he is African. Like, he's just dark skinned.
He's just dark skinned,
But
and
we don't know if
also
he was even from Africa or maybe I don't know, like
no,
India or something.
the problem with the thing is that there isn't enough information about this guy to build a story. So most of the information about him is fictional and based on assumptions.
But that's
so,
not even a bad thing too. I don't know if you get, because if he's going to be a character you use, they are going to have you do a lot of trash with him, like not trash as in trash, like a lot of shit, like things
that's what I'm saying. That's
you
what I'm
would
saying.
not like, it's not completely rooted in history. It's just like one.
It's just that you're picking a
strand.
character that existed
Exactly.
and like, yeah, we're going to give you this guy. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. But like, why don't you pick someone that Japanese people will see and be like, "Wow, this is our person." You pick the one guy that you know they're not gonna like, and you throw him out there. It's like throwing him to the wolf zone. He's gonna get eaten alive.
And the funny thing is that nobody's even talking about the female character.
Nobody cares about
just
the-
took away
look,
from.
Look, if you had put an actual Japanese samurai or ninja next to her, people would have been proud and be like, "Oh, we even got a female ninja. That's nice for like other people that want to do it."
Kill 5
But
bears with one stone.
you
Diversity
throw
and
in the
inclusion.
feminism movement with the female ninja, and you're like, now let's destroy this by adding a black guy where he does not belong.
Yeah, imagine it's actually such an annoying thing.
Yeah,
because
'cause you
imagine being Japanese and then you're like, okay, Assassin's Creed is coming to Japan,
And then
essentially.
boom, it's a black guy.
And then it's a black guy, and you know that Assassin's Creed, when it was in the in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, when it was in the piracy era, it was Edward Kenway. In Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, it was Ezio in Italy and all that. And you know that, okay, these characters are actually characters from those regions and those times.
Or just imagine they tell you they're bringing Assassin's Creed to Nigeria, and instead of a Nigerian main character,
like
we get
Lord
one of those
Lugard.
we get one of those crusaders.
It's like it's Lord Lugard and his
And then
wife.
they're like, don't know why would you do that?
Yeah,
Why?
it's so funny because there are two factions that are strongly in support and strongly against, and both of them are just shouting at each other on Twitter. Like,
But why would anyone support Yasuke being the main character? I feel like, look, since
No,
it's just a teaser, we don't actually know what the storylines are going to be like in the Assassin's Creed. Maybe Yasuke is just a side character.
he can't be the side character because he's I don't know. I feel like he's even more protagonistic than the Naoe.
Because, like, it's called Assassin's Creed, so the main character should be an assassin, not a freaking samurai.
Yeah, if you
And
think about
samurais,
it, samurais are not
samurais
assassins.
would never taint themselves by becoming assassins or ninjas. They find it embarrassing to sneak up on people. Like when you don't challenge people straight up to their face, samurais find it embarrassing and insultive. And ninjas do the opposite. Like they literally sneak up on you at night and then they murder you. So it's like there are two factions that don't even work well together. How can a samurai be an assassin? It doesn't make sense.
Actually, it doesn't make sense. So I think you have uncovered something deep in this.
I've always been deep.
That does not sound right. Well, anywho, that's a very nice point though, because, well, why is the samurai sneaking up on people? How does he sneak up on people? Even in the teaser, if you see his attire, he's
He's
dressed
a
like a samurai.
Exactly.
How does he sneak up on people in that? Like
That means he's not going to be an assassin.
He's just going to be a samurai. So are we
So
playing
how would
Assassin's Creed or
they're
Samurai
playing
Creed?
Samurai Creed?
Bro, I don't know, Sha. I don't know what they are doing, but me personally, I don't talk too much because I mean I don't like Ubisoft. I don't like them for that thing they said about the whole gaming thing because it's such a dumb thing to come out and say. I don't know if they are going to go forward with it, but it's really such a stupid thing to come out and say. But then for this Assassin's Creed, I feel like they should have just used the white guy from Japan, the white Asian guy.
Look, what I'm saying is that
And Yasuke is not.
I don't think Yasuke is the main character in this thing. You
Who's
guys,
not the main character?
it's a teaser, a ninja from Iga.
Who?
I'm
That is Nawe.
So I'm guessing she's the main character.
She might be the
and
main
like
character,
Yasuke
and
could
maybe-
be someone she runs into during her missions. Like
But then
even though it doesn't make any sense for a samurai to work with a ninja.
two different ideologies right there.
Exactly. But like it happened in One Piece though.
Shut the fuck
The
up,
ninjas
bro.
and samurais work together in Wano, even though they technically should not be working together. But it's one thing when your kingdom is under siege by a giant dragon guy, so that kind of needs you to
Ninja,
work
samurai,
together.
doesn't
So
matter
alliance, everybody's gonna die anyway. But in this one, I guess they're just gonna be killing corrupt people or like
No
really
dragons.
powerful samurais or really powerful generals that are causing problems. So I don't think there's any fictional dragon trying to eat people alive.
I can't really say much because whether I was a white guy or not, I was not really planning on playing Assassin's Creed either way because I'm not really an Assassin's Creed person.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I don't really like how should I say? I don't really like open world games. I feel like many games are going down that route. I like a very interesting story that is linear, very linear story, and I feel like Assassin's Creed. Besides the fact that there have been 50 Assassin's Creeds already. Come on, the mechanics are basically just copy paste at this point.
Yeah, but everyone's proud because they get to have one in their country.
Yeah,
who knows? Maybe we'll get a Nigerian Assassin's Creed, and the main character is gonna be
Lord Lugard.
Oh, please no. Do you know the funny thing? I was trying to think of someone from Nigerian history that could be the main character. It turns out we don't have any cool people in Nigerian history.
Wait, what are you saying? We have a lot of cool people.
Like who? Nnamdi Azikiwe.
We have, that guy sounds like a cool guy.
No, he's a matured politician person. He can't be a ninja.
Maybe he was ninjaring.
No,
ninjaring
I'm
before he
serious. The
decided
coolest
to
people in
politics.
our history are the ones that are still alive, like Buhari.
Buhari is a cool person.
Yeah, he was cool when he was younger.
He had some really nice loafers. That's all I can say.
And like a very long list.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But to be honest, we don't have heroes. Like
we do have heroes.
You don't mention Queen Aisha, be Queen Amina or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
they are there now.
And then there's this.
But they probably didn't kill anybody, unfortunately. So we can't add them in the game.
I'm sorry, but like if you're going to make any game that has to be Nigerian history, it's just gonna have to be focused on the gods like Amadioha and Shango and Ogun, because those are the only cool people in history. And they didn't even exist, so that's just the worst part. We don't have cool warriors in our history.
No, there's that guy now.
This is why it was so easy for them to enslave them. Now I get it. We didn't have heroes. We had nobody.
Nah, I feel like there was more to it than that, though. Maybe, that's another topic entirely.
Yeah, let's go back to Japan and the black guy.
Yeah, they have cool heroes
in Japan. Like I wouldn't call them heroes, considering Japan was like the Nazi of Asia for a very long time. So
they were like the opposite.
They were like the bad guys for a very long time. And then they decided to think of something like, what can we do to make the world forget about how evil we are? And poof, anime. And we did forget, because anime is really cool.
Yeah, I can't argue with them on that one. They really cooked with that.
They're geniuses.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, anywho, what do you guys think about the Assassin's Creed game? Were you planning on playing it either way?
And is the presence of a black guy any different from what you would have expected? Is that going to stop you from playing it, or is it going to make you want to play it?
Are we finally going to boycott Ubisoft? I will be there no matter what.
What do you mean by finally? That is your plan. I don't think you.
I'm not the only one. We have a group, a WhatsApp group of people telling themselves not to buy it.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna make much of a difference, but good luck to you and your group.
Oh yeah. What do you guys think about the Assassin's Creed games and about Yasuke? I think Yasuke was the one in Afro Samurai. That will be the only responsible adaptation where Yasuke has been in, because wallahi talahi, every single adaptation that Yasuke has been in that was good has been wiped out by that Yasuke trash anime that Netflix did.
Well, I'm glad I never watched Yasuke.
May God have mercy upon them and upon their dark souls.
And the reason I didn't watch Yasuke was kind of petty. I just felt like he sounded too much like Sasuke, so I didn't watch it.
Yasuke. Anywho, I don't know. Let us know what you think in the comments, and well, if you will be going forward with this.
And one question. This question is directed at Black people, not regular Black people in Africa. I'm talking about the Black
irregular
people.
Irregular
Black people in Africa. We don't really care about pushing our culture into stuff or making sure everybody looks like us. We don't care if we're gonna play a game if you're Black, if you're white. We don't really give a crap about that. For the Black people, the problematic Black people, Americans.
What?
Why?
Did you say something?
I didn't say anything. Why do you guys feel the need to put yourself everywhere?
Diversity,
equity, my what?
Inclusion.
Excuse me, you don't need to be in everything. Okay, it's
imagine
okay.
the outrage if, like, imagine a story about Wakanda and
then boom, the main character is a white guy. You would not stand for it. There would be protests worldwide. Like, I'd be nice.
Not even a white guy or an Asian guy or something. Like, bro.
Just saying, you guys are too entitled. And I don't know if those particular Black people are listening to this podcast, but if you're listening, just chill. Because I'm pretty sure it's one of you that was on the staff that brought up that idea, and everyone was like, yeah, let's roll with that.
I might actually have been a white person.
Yeah. An incredibly liberal white person.
To absolve them of their sins of slavery. Yeah, they'd be like, all right, let's just put this Black person
even though they don't belong there.
Anywho, let's know what you think.
Yes.
Yeah. Please.
And for those of you who haven't watched the Yasuke anime, go watch it and comment about how horrible it is, so I can decide once and for all.
It might not have been that horrible. Maybe eventually it got better or something.
So you didn't finish?
I didn't finish it. I was not going to let them win. What? Take my time and serve me that straight up dumpster trash for me to consume for how many episodes? I think not. I stopped. I couldn't do that. That thing was rubbish from the pit of hell. No offense to the creators, of course.
So all this talk about Japanese history reminded me of Nobunaga Oda, and I just randomly remember this anime that I really liked about Nobunaga. What's it called again?
Is it Drifters?
No, Nobunaga the Fool. Yeah, you guys should watch that. I love it. It's like a mecha anime, but it's really cool.
Nah, I don't know. You lost me at mecha anime.
What do you have against mecha anime? It's not, but I usually don't watch mecha anime. Honestly, I didn't even like go on what's it called. But
Code Geass is a mecha anime by some stretch of the
Nobunaga the Fool is pretty cool.
I will check it out.
And it's the fact that the actual characters, like the actual generals that existed with Nobunaga, were also characters there. So it was just going hand in hand with history.
Yeah, go awesome. Hand in hand with history with giant robots.
With giant robots. It's like history plus robots.
Of course. Because robots belong everywhere.
You know, it's kind of like that adaptation of Pride and Prejudice, where they're like Pride and Prejudice and zombies. So it's Pride and Prejudice, but they had zombies in it. So this one is just like history, but it has giant robots.
And this is just like history, but it has a black
giant robots. Wait,
that was Megas. I did the giant robots. The Megas XLR. You uncultured swine. Yeah,
repeating it doesn't change.
All right, we will now end this podcast for the third time this episode. See you guys next time. And don't forget to
brush your teeth, wash your legs.
Wash your legs? Nobody says that. I mean, is that a thing?
Yeah, people actually say that because white people don't wash their feet, so you have to tell them.
No further comments. See you guys next time.